or am I supposed to see you?
Yeah, hold on. All right. Oh my God. Automation and its negative impact on our society. The purpose of my speech is to persuade my audience against supporting and relying on automation due to its negative impact on our community, on our society. Imagine it is the weekend of the Super Bowl and you have a big party planned at your house. All the food and drinks have been purchased, and you hurry back home to begin setting up. Suddenly, you feel a sharp pain on your side and are bent over with pain. Now, you try to sit while it passes, but the pain increases and forces your wife to call 911. Fast forward a few hours, and many lab tests later, the emergency room doctor reveals the cause of your untimely pain is appendicitis. He also informs your wife that you will need emergency surgery, but since it is a weekend, there is no live surgeon available. Instead, you'll be operated on by their new surgeon robot. Now, after seeing the horror in your eyes, he assures you there is nothing to worry about and dismisses your worries. Now, are you willing to put your life at the hands of a robot? I know I wouldn't trust my life or my family's to a robot surgeon. The article, How Automation Could Impact the Public Workforce, addresses the delicate subject of how automation has taken over many industries and how it can soon take over many positions in the government sector as well. In fact, the author, Mike Messier, states that the government has already been testing artificial intelligence as Autobots or chatbots for some call centers. Now, according to Kirk Everson, a KPMG intelligence automation consultant, automation could soon replace personnel who perform repetitive back office tasks such as eligibility checks and other procedures following a defined set of rules. As much as many see automation as a positive thing for our society, there are several types that can undoubtedly have a negative impact on the future of our nation. The three main types I would like to focus on are automated manufacturing processes, retail processes, and medical procedures and robot surgeries. The first one is automated manufacturing process. The most well-known example is the use of robots to replace employees at automotive manufacturing plants. Now, now we have discussed the types of automation. Let's address what type of negative effects they have in our society. The effects of automation in society includes replacement of employees who perform repetitive tasks with machines. We began to see this shift in the workforce in the 1970s when robots were first used to apply paint on vehicles. Now, as scientists began to make advances in technology and artificial intelligences, they also began to construct smarter robots that could perform more detailed tasks such as assembling car parts and eventually the entire vehicles. Reduction of workforce as part of the proliferation of automated machines taking over repetitive tasks, we have seen a drastic reduction in the workforce over the years. As we all know, reductions in the workforce can have a snowball effect on other areas, such as loss of retirement benefits for laid off employees, an increase in unemployed and overqualified older employees, and an influx of uninsured citizens. Another unwanted effect is the stagnation of the economy. An employment rate equals less spending. Lastly, the biggest negative effect is the possible loss of life due to a programming error during an automated medical procedure. Currently, there are several robots performing different types of surgical procedures throughout the world. Now, an analyst of occupations in the United States done by Oxford University concluded that 47% of the jobs, both in the private sector, are at risk of becoming automated. Occupations with highly repetitive tasks. In fact, the United States is not the only country dealing with the negative consequences of their love for automated processes. A study done by Deloitte and Oxford University in the United Kingdom concluded that at least 861,000 public sector jobs could be automated by the year 2030. That represents about 27% of the public workforce. Now, as you can see, automation's biggest negative impact will be in the middle class sector. As a result, most of the blue collar employees will be replaced by some time by these robots. Now, conclusion. Before reading the article, How Automation Could Impact the Public Workforce, I knew artificial intelligence had been used in some industries to replace human workers. However, I thought it was only in the industrial sector. I was surprised to read that many administrative positions in the government sector are at risk of being replaced by robots very soon. This push for automation is being caused by the government deficit and their desire to cut costs wherever possible. In fact, the automation process began decades ago with the digitalization of many processes such as record keeping, customer service, and billing, among others. Now, closing. I do not agree with the public sector using robots for many reasons. First, it takes away jobs from individuals who may not have training or experience in other sectors and will now be forced to either retire or be unemployed. Second, it creates an unemployment crisis and a higher dependency on public assistance, which in turn adds to the government deficit. Lastly, by taking away the human factor, customer service will suffer greatly. Robots can be programmed to make less mistakes than humans. However, they have no emotions and cannot feel empathy for customers. I hate how our nation and world is becoming more and more automated instead of cultivating the warmness and caring nature only humans can provide. And I have a few pictures to show you of robots used in the manufacturing and car assembly plants. And the change in human workers and robots since 2009, the statistics have shown a 60% increase in using automated services instead of humans. This is one of the surgery robots that's being used to currently do procedures on patients throughout the world. And the manufacturing trends and the collaborative report, of robotics and cobots, and initially less intricate, likely lifting or welding, and it's just different ways that the robots are being used in different sectors of our communities worldwide. And that is my speech on robotics being used in the community, and at least my aspect on it. And I thank you guys very much for your time. Good night.